Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel. This is the Maccabi Tel Aviv preview. Welcome back to Justin Talks Villa. Please get involved in the comments section. Give this video a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And if you're watching it, why not hit that button? Thank you very much. Okay, we are back in Europa League action. And after the disappointment of the last round where we were poor, let's just say that, then we want to get back to winning ways. And we welcome Maccabi Tel Aviv to Villa Park. Oh, dear. Right. Let's deal with the off-field stuff first. Not going to dwell on about it. We all know what's going on. We all know all the talk has been about off the field. The fans aren't allowed in, and there are apparently protests planned from different groups at the game on Thursday. There are still a lot of tickets available for this game, so it has put a lot of Villa fans off, unfortunately. But I totally understand why. It's your prerogative. If you don't feel safe, which is a shame, don't go. I totally agree. And for those of you who are going, like me, I'm just going to get there, park up, get in, watch the game and get out. There are apparently over 700 police officers going to be at the game to ensure, hopefully, it goes off without incident and we all get in and get out as safely as possible. As far as anything else goes, it is totally out of the club's hands. I'm sure they've done everything they can to make sure the game goes off without incident. Just stay safe, stay away from any incidents. Let the police deal with what they need to deal with, and then hopefully we can just get the game done, get the game won, and move on. Right, let's get on with the football side of it. Maccabi Tel Aviv in the Europa League. So let's look at the table first. That's probably a good start, isn't it? So Europa League standings. So we know that top 8 is automatic qualification like it was last season in the Champions League through to the next round without having to play a qualifier. We currently sit in 10th after the defeat last time out, just outside the top 8 positions, but still only on 6 points, 3 points off the top. There's only 3 teams with a 100% record. Midtjylland, Braga and Lyon. We have to scroll practically all the way down to the bottom to see how Maccabi Tel Aviv are getting on this season in the Europa League. 3 games, no wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats with a 1 goal and 6 against. They lost 3-0 to current leaders Midtjylland at home in the last game. As far as their league statistics are, they are currently second in the Israeli Premier League behind Hapoel Beersheva. They are 9 games into their league campaign with 7 wins, 2 draws, no defeats with a plus 19 goal difference, 23 for and 4 against. So in their domestic competition, they are pretty handy. You would expect that. They're one of the big teams from their division and their country. Don't concede many goals, pretty solid at home. But in Europe, they are struggling, and the quality of European teams is obviously showing against them. And I fully expect Aston Villa to take them to the cleaners, especially after our disappointing performance last time out. I'm convinced we're going to win this game, and I'm convinced, I'm going to say it, we're going to win it comfortably as well. So they generally play with a 3-5-2 formation, and they're better players. If we just have a quick look, actually, I meant to do that while I was on this page. So their top players this season are Saeed Abdou Farshi, who's a midfielder, Sajiv Jakjavel, 6.9 defender, and midfielder Issouf Sissoko. They have only 1 person that scored a goal this season. These are the Europa League, players. If we look at the Israeli League, then their better players are Raz Shilomo, Hector defender. So the 3 defenders are their highest ranked players this season. As far as goals go in their domestic competition, Dor Perez is their top scorer with 6. Ido Shahar has got 5, and Intmar Noy has got 2. Assist-wise, Jacques Fell, who is right-sided defender, who can also play as a winger, is also top assister, so we need to watch out for him on the right-hand side. As I say, I don't know much about them. It's only a little bit I've been reading, and I just don't see them being much of a threat to us. I hope this isn't famous last words, but we'll have to see how we get on against them. Aston Villa this season in the competition, obviously 2 wins and a loss. They've drew and lost 2. Our average rating is 6.92. I fully expect we'll cash this vote while we're here. 92% of people that have voted have Villa down to win this game. And I fully agree. I think it's going to be, hopefully, a comfortable win. Our average season statistics in this competition is 6.92. They're 6.61. 3 games each. They've only scored 1 goal. We've scored 4. Goals per game, 1.3. They're 0.3. 2 goals conceded to their 6. They've had 1 clean sheet. We've had 2, 1 assist. Average ball possession for this competition is 58.7, where they're at 46.3. Attacking wise, just try and bring this down a little bit. Possession, as I say, accurate passes per game, clean sheets, defending, duels. We're not really learning a lot from that, are we? So let's get into Aston Villa and what I think we will do in this game. So if we take this off and we bring in the tactics board, we can have a look at how I think we are setting up for Maccabi Tel Aviv. Right. Goalkeeper. We have seen Martinez play, so now he's got rid of the worry over being cup-tied and leaving in January as far as not wanting to play goes. I think he continues. I mean, don't forget, we got Bournemouth on Sunday, so that's 4 days after this game. So, you know what? I'm going to give Bizzo a run out. I think he's ready for a run out. Let me know what you think in the comments section as well about this. I think Bizzo starts there. Matty Cash, we all know he's having a really good season. Going to say that... Can I find him? Where's he gone? Why haven't I got... Is he hiding underneath one of these? Kamara. I knew he was in there somewhere. Maatsen will, I think, potentially come in at left back. I think he's due a run out. Obviously, we saw Tyrone leave the pitch with a potential hamstring pull, so I don't presume he will be involved. So I think the back 4 is pretty much that. Midfield wise, potentially Bogard could come in, and I'm going to say Kamara. I think Ollie's got to start up top because he needs goals. He needs goals. If you saw my episode last night, he just needs to get goals and start scoring. So that would be great if he could. I think McGinn stays in the team because he always does. I'd probably just play him off the right. I'd like to see Sancho starting. I would absolutely love to see Harvey Elliott playing the 10. I really would. I think it's time. I think he needs minutes, even if he just plays half a game. And if he doesn't start the game, then please bring him off the bench. Just have him in the squad. I want to get rid of all this talk, all this what's going on with Harvey Elliott talk. I think it's time for him to hopefully make the squad. If he doesn't make this squad, then I think we're going to have to start having real questions over what's going on. I think it's probably going to be too early for Yuri Tillemans, because I think he said he was back in training at some point this week, so I don't think we'll see him. I think Luca Dean on the bench, Anana on the bench, hopefully Buendia, possibly, depending on whether they want to risk him or not. Okay, let's say he's not. Let's say he's going to be okay for the Bournemouth game. There's no point in risking anybody that we don't have to. Lindelof. Donny Marlin is another option. Could he start up front instead of Ollie Watkins? I've mentioned Elliott already. Love to see him on the bench. Jamoa Loba hasn't been on the bench recently. We saw the other young player on the bench the other day, so potentially we could, with young Ben Brogio, so we could potentially see him on the bench as well. I think Gassan, as much as I think, again, it's another opportunity for maybe Gassan to get some minutes and try and get a goal and spark into life. I don't know. It's a game I think we should win comfortably. Okay, I'm going to say it now. I know no game is easy, and if it's not approached with a correct attitude, which we didn't in the last European game, we scored early, we didn't capitalise, we just presumed we were going to go on and win the game, and we didn't switch on. I don't see that happening here. I think we will learn the lessons from the last Europa League game. I think we will be on it from minute one. If we can get away early and get a goal early, I think we will just put the foot down and really go for them. So I don't think we're going to make the same mistake twice. So is it an opportunity to let the likes of Ollie Watkins try and spark into life? Is it an opportunity to get Sancho more minutes, Maatsen more minutes, Elliott, get him some minutes? You know, it's so important for these players to fire in. Marlon, you know, he's been hot and cold this season. He's looked good in one or two games, but he's struggled in others. Gassan struggled terribly in the last game. Only had 5 touches, only 1 completed pass. So there is opportunities for fringe players to try and to rekindle some kind of form going forward. We know the mainstays, the Kamaras, the Anana's been good recently. Torres, Concer, Cash, as far as the back 4 unit goes, fantastic. Ollie's struggling for minutes and goals. Look, there's opportunities here. You know, with a really, really tough game to come on Sunday against Bournemouth, I think there's opportunities here for fringe players to come and play games and to get minutes and to score goals and to smash us into that top 8 of the Europa League, where we want to be. Quite frankly, we need to be. We need to be in that top 8. I do not want us to be dropping and having to play the extra 2 games. You know, it's something we don't need on our agenda going into the new year. You know, I want us to focus on the FA Cup when that comes around. I want us to have another good run in that and hopefully get as far as we did last year at least. But the Europa League for me is a huge competition, and it's a competition we've got to be looking to win this season. I think looking at the teams that are doing okay in it, we are comfortably one of the better teams in this competition. Easily one of the best teams in this competition. So this is where we've got to start putting stamp our mark all over this competition. You know, we've seen Maccabi struggling in our last game, and they haven't won yet. They've only drew 1, lost 2. So coming to Villa Park with everything else that's going on, I just hope we can concentrate on the football, on the pitch, get the game won early, get it won comfortably, and then hopefully the likes of Elliott, Marlon, Gassan, and some of the young kids maybe can get off the bench and have some minutes. I am going for a big win. I'm going to predict a 5-0 Villa win. Shut everybody up, concentrate on the football, get everybody in safely, get everyone out safely, and then we can just move on and get on with the Bournemouth game. So enjoy the game. If you're going, try and stay out of anything that's going on outside of the ground. Leave the police to deal with whatever they need to deal with. Hopefully it will all go off without any issues. Stay safe and up the Villa.